Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here ready to square off in the Valero Alamo Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from Conference USA, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the USF Bulls offense takes the field. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And the Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They feed him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nimrod. They just gassed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The RPO fires complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. So USC's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well. Win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Off the play fake. Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Lane. Gives him the big stiff arm. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Trojans are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That's caught. It's Jordan. Oh, the quick spin move. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, USF! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. To throw, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Using his legs, it's Jackson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Dances away. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Mayava. Here's the heat. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down in the 49. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jackson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Bulls want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 40. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for a second here about USF. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And the Trojans get it past the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his own motion. Nice job by the defense.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the
hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his face.
Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
This time it's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got an open man. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
With the catch, it's Nimrod. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Finds a man on the right. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half.
And the Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the catch. It's Jordan. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The Trojans will have it first and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wormley. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Complete to start this drive. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The inside handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going right and going deep. Already toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside off schedule.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown USC. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown Trojans! And the pummeling has started.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. On the move at the 30. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Bulls. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Pick up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the green.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown Bulls! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. They take a golden opportunity and pay it off, moving 14 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. With this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lane. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react, getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Nimrod. The Bulls have enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. It's a pretty good day.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quick completion on the out. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David.
Get it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep it loving on it.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the running back. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll move the tight end. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower.